You're now watching CCW Fox. Oh yeah.
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, CCW Fox. I'm Lee, and today we're going to do more of a rant on this video. It's going to be a rant of a product that used to be good, but is no longer good, and I'm replacing it because of the bad quality on it. Also, I'm going to go over the progress I've done to this car because I've done some other things to it, trying to get it ready for Mustang Week that I will be attending. Also, if you're not on our San Antonio Fox forum, please join because we will be having a meet on March 23rd, and you come hang out with a bunch of the Foxbody enthusiasts, show off your car. It's going to be in downtown San Antonio in this cool area where there's a bunch of graffiti, so you can take some good pictures in the background. Come meet some other Foxbody guys or meet me. So it's a good thing for you to get. You don't have to be in San Antonio, South Texas area. Come join, show off your car, and also if you can give me a like and subscribe, that'd be greatly appreciated. And let's get to this rant of this video of a product that's not good anymore, unfortunately. So what I'm talking about is the Fluidyne. Now, back in the day, Fluidyne used to be like the big known name of radiators. If you had a Fluidyne radiator, you know you had quality. But unfortunately, I'm going to replace this Fluidyne radiator for an SVE unit. Now you might be asking, why would I be doing that? Well, that's because this is the third radiator from Fluidyne that I've have to put on in a year and a half. The first one I got right off the back, it had a pinhole right here, like on the weld. So of course I contacted LMR and sent them a picture, and they sent me another one, no problem. So that was the first one. That was within the first week. Now the second one I got, they sent me, of course, I installed it. We went for a cruise, and me thinking everything was good on it. On the way to the cruise, I noticed my temperature was getting kind of hot. Put over, and what do you know? I had a big old leak in the bottom. Well, not on this one, but I'll show you. It was a leak on the bottom of the Fluidyne right in this area. So took it off, contacted LMR again, and luckily LMR is real good and said, man, that's terrible what happened to you. We'll send you a third one. So the third one I put on, which is this one now, and this has now been in the car for I'll say about a year, and is leaking from the exact same place the second one was leaking, and which is right here in the bottom area of the Fluidyne. And this is supposed to be like top quality because this radiator costs $450 versus the SVE unit, which only costs I think $200. So originally when I bought this radiator, I bought it because Fluidyne name holds true to quality, but unfortunately the quality isn't there anymore. And I think one of the main reasons for that is because this radiator is no longer made in the United States. They're made in Mexico, unfortunately. Now, the reason I paid the $450 was because I wanted an American-made product to support American jobs. So it's the reason why I paid an extra $250 for a radiator, when I could have just bought, obviously, the Chinese-made one or the Mexican one. I'm not too sure where these are made. But that's the main reason why I bought the Fluidyne. And I didn't even know they were made in Mexico, and neither did LMR, because when I ordered the radiator on their site, it said made in USA. The only reason I saw was when I actually got the original one, the first Fluidyne, I was looking at it, and then I see a sticker on it that says made in Mexico. I was like, what the heck? These are supposed to be American-made radiators. So when I sent it back the first time, I also told LMR, like, hey, on your website, these say made in the United States. These aren't made in the United States. There's a big old sticker on it that says made in Mexico. And I sent them the picture of that as well. And they said they were unaware. They're going to contact their rep at Fluidyne to find out this is true. So a week later, they actually contacted me back and said, hey, yeah, they got contact with their rep. Fluidyne is no longer made in the United States. It's made in Mexico. So they actually changed it on their website to where now it doesn't say made in the United States. But they were unaware there was made in Mexico, and I wasn't unaware. So it kind of makes you wonder, like, why is this freaking radiator $250 more than the Chinese or Mexican made one of the SVE. And honestly, like I said, it's because of the name. They're hoping you just see the name and you're going to pay more for this radiator. But like I said, 3 radiators in a year and a half is just ridiculous. And for them to be leaking and for them to cost double the price of an SVE radiator, that's just kind of crappy. So guys, if you're planning on ordering a Fluidyne because you think they're good, I mean, I wouldn't do it. Obviously, 3 radiators in a year and a half kind of sucks. Now I got to take all this off, drain all the water. And I mean, luckily, I was already going to do that because, like I said, I've put a new Elderbrock RPM2 intake just to clean it up because I wanted it to look better because I had a GT40 intake, but it looked a little too old school, so I wanted to do this. Also, I did the Anderson billet valve covers, and those look pretty good. You can see the better on this side. I'll show you. Yeah, the nice flat black. I also did a couple other things, like I replaced all the spark plug wires while I was there because when I took them off, they all look like this in the bottom. They're you can see they're all starting to melt. So what I did was actually put I put what do you call it, heat covers on them, so you know they don't get heated up again like that again. Also cleaned up a couple of other things. What else did I do to it? Obviously, I painted a new elbow. I replaced some sensors that needed to get done. The next thing I'm gonna do is probably take off like all these stickers right here and just repaint this all flat black because it's starting to crack. Like you can see right here, and the paint's starting to crack. It's just old. And that's kind of like all the progress I've done to the engine bay. And honestly, it makes it look way freaking better because it just cleans it up. It's all black. It all looks good now. Also, I took off the EGR spacer and I just put the trick flow one just to bring it in closer to clean that up as well. And that's pretty much all the progress I've done to it. Next I'm gonna do to this is replace the door handles as well. These LMR door handles just, man, they just stick out way too much. So what I'm gonna do is actually put the other LMR, the billet ones, and I actually got those in a box right here. Got the LMR right there. So that's the next thing I'm gonna do. Also, I'm thinking about swapping out the wheels. I've had these wheels already for, I'll say a good, 4 years. And I think it's kind of due for a new look. So I'm thinking about changing those out. For new CCWs, I'm still going to stay with CCW. I'm just thinking about swapping out this design. I'm thinking about maybe go with the SA50s or the CZ10s because, man, that's a cool design. They look really good. So I'm still debating on that because they ain't cheap and I ain't rich. So we'll see what I do about that. But I'm hoping to try to get, if I am going to pull the trigger, hopefully have those before Mustang Week to cruise in those. But, man, I don't know because that's a lot of money. So that is the progress on the car so far. The other thing I plan to do is maybe get rid of these vents because on these hoods, they have a plastic vent. So I'm thinking about doing a billet one of those, but I haven't decided yet. But pretty much that's the progress, and that's the little rant of this freaking radiator. Just unfortunately sucks. And I gotta do all this mess, redo all that again. And there's the finished product, guys. All done, looking nice and clean. I ended up having to do a front main seal as well because it was leaking. And since I already had the radiator off and the water pump and all of that, I was like, I might as well do it. But looks good. Also, I'm glad I went with the black SV radiator because it ties in with all the other stuff. So everything else is black, makes it look real good. And then with the black fiddle fart hold downs, comes out real good. And then as you can see already, got the sticker already. Gotta represent. But all in all, looks good. Give a shout out to my buddy Ray because he did help me a lot do this. And looks real good.
Thanks for watching.